Hey guys, Mr. Garin. As you know, today I'm not in school, so make sure that you check Schoology to find out what you have to do for today and watch the rest of the video. All right? Have a good day. So, the rules and expectations for my class. First, what are expectations? Expectations are what I, the teacher, expect from you, the student, and also what you, the student, should expect from me, the teacher. My first expectation for you and for me is that you do your best. What do I mean by that? Here it says, for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. I think this is a good example of not accepting someone doing their best. For example, the best for the monkey is going to be climbing the tree. It's so easy. But the fish or the elephant or the penguin, they're going to have trouble doing that because it's not what they're good at. It's not their best. My second classroom expectation is that you work now, party later. What does that mean? Well, let's look at some examples. Work hard now and party later. And you can see so much fun because he's so rich. Or party now, but work for the rest of your life. Which do you want? We want to work now and party later. So, for example, or if they work now, they can watch TV later. If you start working out now and lifting all of the weights, you can look buff and ripped and strong like she does. If you start practicing to paint now, you can be like Frida Kahlo when you grow older. Some examples of if you party now, but work later, right? You watch TV all night, and then in the morning, that's all you have. If you party now and you don't work out, you're going to look like me. I mean, like this guy. If you sleep all day, you're going to have to end up doing what they did and having to pretend your glasses are your art project. My last classroom expectation is that you want to learn. Here we have a picture of a horse, and in English it says, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. As a teacher, I can do everything that I can to help you learn, right? I can work all day and all night to help you learn in my class. But if you don't want to learn, you're not going to learn. But if you want to learn, even a little small, teeny, tiny bit, that's perfect. That's just enough, and I can help you to learn more. So again, my 3 classroom expectations. Number 1, that you do your best, right? Like here, you do your best. It's crazy to think, hey, elephant, climb the tree. That's crazy. But the monkey, yeah, do your best, monkey. You can do it. My second classroom expectation is that you work now and party later. I want you to work hard in my class so that you don't have to work hard on your homework trying to figure it out last minute. And last, I expect that you want to learn. If you don't want to learn, why are we in school? Right? We're in school to learn. So if you want to learn and you come to my classes and you do all of the work, you will have no problems in my class. As long as you do your best, you work hard now and you party later, and you really want to learn, you will have an A in my class. No problem. These are my non-negotiable rules. But first, what does non-negotiable mean? So non in English is not or negative. And negotiable is in English allowed to be discussed and possibly changed. So non-negotiable means these rules are not allowed to be discussed and possibly changed. We can talk about them, but these rules are my classroom rules. Period. So my 3 non-negotiable classroom rules are be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. So what does that mean? Be respectful. You see these two people in the picture? Maybe they have different ideas, but they are having a discussion. They are still working together, talking together. They disagree, but they're still talking and they are still working together. Be responsible. In English, we call this a to-do list where, what do I need to do for today? What are the things I need to accomplish? A to-do list is a list of your responsibilities. What are you responsible for today, right? What is a student responsible for, right? They got to come to class, they got to work hard, all of that. And my last non-negotiable rule is be safe, right? This is Robert or Bob. And Bob always wears his hard hat. He always wears his protective hat, right? So think, how can I be safe all the time just like Bob? This is kind of how I think of our class. So we have these 3 rules, my 3 non-negotiable rules. Be safe, be respectful, be responsible. But all of the other rules are going to kind of grow organically around these 3 central ideas. So my non-negotiable rules, they cannot be changed. These other class rules, they can be changed. We can change them. We can discuss them. These are negotiable. These are non-negotiable. So examples. Is this a good example of how you should behave in class? No, right? Why not? Because they don't respect each other. They are not being respectful. What about this one? Is this picture following my 3 non-negotiable rules? No, of course not. Because he is not being responsible. What about this? Obviously no, right? Because he's lighting the floor on fire in the classroom. That's not okay. Because you need to be safe. But what about eating food in class. I mean, in real school, no food, but what about at home? Or what about gum? Can you chew gum in the Zoom class? What about being late? If you're just a few seconds late to class for the Zoom, what about using bad words in class? You know, we're not in school. You're allowed to use bad words when you're not in school, but we kind of are in school. What about this? Can I show up to teach my class in my underwear? That'd be crazy. No, you can't wear just your underwear. You have to dress appropriately, right? What about your camera? Should you have your camera on all the time? Should you turn your camera off? Maybe that's not a rule you have to have your camera on. Maybe it is a best practice. What about cleaning your house? What if in the middle of my class, you're listening to me teach with your headphones, and you go into the other room and you clean your house? Is that okay? You're listening. You really are listening. But no, that doesn't count. You can't. That's not being respectful. What about taking pictures or taking screenshots of the Zoom meeting? What if you're just talking when I'm talking? I'm trying to teach you guys, and all you're doing is talking in the back of the classroom. What about being on your phone? You're already on your computer. Can you be on your phone? What if you want to use Translate on your phone? Can you do that? I don't know. What about asking mom and dad for help? It's okay to ask for help maybe with your homework, but what about during the class on a test or in class, asking help on your computer? I don't know. What about this? People talking, saying bad things about somebody else? Should there be a class rule about that? I don't know. What if you don't come to class? What should be the rule about being absent to class? Yeah, there are rules the school makes, but what about for me and for my class? What if you just join the Zoom meeting and you're yelling and you're screaming and you're so loud? Is that okay? Should we have a rule? I don't know. I want my students to help me understand what the best rules should be. Okay, so you go to Schoology, go to Courses, Period A, or Period B, or Period C, click Week 2, and you'll see this on Friday. Friday, viernes, sexta. Here is the assignment, and here are my rules that I just explained here. But click here for the assignment. I'm going to open the assignment. And there's Mr. Questions. Here are the instructions in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Complete the assignment called Classroom Rules. Oh, perfect. We're already there. Sort the pictures. Sort the words. And then add pictures. And after you finish this, after you complete this, you have extra credit. Where you write 5 classroom rules of your own. So here, is this a positive example? Is this a negative example of being responsible? Is this a positive example of being responsible? What about this? Are they being respectful? Is this a positive example of be respectful? If yeah, then put it here. If no, move over here. Be safe. Is this safe? Is this a positive example of safe? Or is it a negative example? A negative example of safe? So you sort through those. And then here, positive or negative. Is being late a positive example or a negative example? Being late to class, a positive example of being responsible? Be respectful. Is ignoring the teacher positive example of be respectful or negative example? And for be safe, protecting yourself or others. Is that being safe if you are protecting yourself? So sort through them, separate them. Here, I want you to find in Google, on Google Images or on the internet, find a picture that represents a positive example of be responsible, and put the picture here, and a negative example. Remember, you go to Insert, Pictures, Bing Pictures, or Online Pictures. Click Insert. Is this positive, being responsible, or negative? It's neither. It's crazy. Okay, so add pictures here, here, and here. 2 pictures, 2 photographs. Okay, then you come here and you have to write 5 classroom rules of your own. Then you come here and you have to write 5 classroom rules of your own. So click here. 1 example of a classroom rule is if Mr. Guerin is late, he has to eat a pumpkin. Okay? So create 5 examples of your own. When you finished, go back to Schoology and just check your messages. Okay? All right, good luck. And I hope you have a great day and a wonderful weekend.